The failure of authorities to properly manage a landfill site at Sherigu in the Bolgatanga municipality of the Upper East region is causing a stir as community members there complain plastic waste materials and other poisonous substances from the site are spreading to nearby farms. They also say one person died last year after drowning in an uncovered pit on the landfill site, and many of their livestock have also died from consuming poisonous substances there. In our JoyNews agenda series this week, concentrating on sanitation across the country, Albert Sori, our Upper East correspondent, filed this report.
Johnson Ayamga is assemblyman for Kumbengo, the community here at Sherigu where this landfill site is situated. He has been in office for only 2 years, and like his predecessors, the poor management of this dump site is a major headache for him as a leader.
This land was acquired in the late 90s by the NDC regime, but this work actually started somewhere 2001, 2002, thereabout. You can see it for yourself, even though it was fenced, but the way we look at things, in fact, it's not properly fenced. You see that when it's rainy season, it rains and then the water, goes all over the, to the rivers or the valleys. So it means the water is being contaminated. And it's not good for human consumption. It's not also good for animal consumption.
Past and present governments have failed to properly manage this landfill site. More than half of the wire fencing around the site has broken down, and there is no security guard stationed here. Therefore, people and animals gain easy access to the place. The residents here say during the rainy seasons, human excreta is often discharged into this pit located within the landfill, and this has serious implications considering how open the place is.
When it's dry season, like we're in April now, they don't bring fishes here. But when it's June thereabout, when the rain sets in, then they bring it. And when they pour it, and then it rains, the whole place gets flooded. And if you don't take time, then you fall on it, then it will be a death trap. So I remember not long order ago, somewhere last year, the rainy season, a brother unfortunately lost his life in an attempt. He just fell into the feces and died.
The landfill site is far away from homes within this community, but all around it are farms belonging to community members. Polythene bags and other plastic waste materials from the landfill site have now spread to some of the farms. Spokesperson for the Sherigu chief, Nso Apasinaba, told JoyNews these plastic wastes have adverse effects on their farms and livestock.
All
the water here runs down there, and the farms around make use of it. When a sheep or a goat dies in this community and you cut it open, you will find rubbers in the stomach. The animals come here and chew the polythene bags that sometimes contain food. And since their stomachs cannot digest the rubber, the animals fall sick. And even when you call the veterinary, the animals eventually die, he says. Nelson Apasinaba is a community environment protection volunteer here at Sherigu. He says he and his colleagues have had a difficult time keeping children of the community away from this dump site. He also recounts, just like the assemblyman said earlier, how a young man in this area died last year after he fell into the pit dug on the landfill, ostensibly so that human excreta can always be discharged into it during the rainy seasons.
If it were to be in the rainy season, you could see that here is normally full of water. And then if they are roaming around and mistakenly they fell in, they are likely to die. Recently, one of my brother died here in this pit. He died. He fell inside the toilet and then died. So these are some of the things. Even, the metals, mostly the children, they don't wear sandals before they come. So mostly they get sauce and what have you out of the raw meat. Yeah.
Johnson Ayamga, the assemblyman, says he has in the past suggested to the Bolgatanga Municipal Assembly ways by which this landfill site can be properly managed. But for almost 2 years now, nothing has been done.
Yeah, we spoke at the assembly level, and I told them, in fact, look at the way the refuse dump is. It needs a better construction. That means a wall, not just a fence, but a wall that can get a locker to it. So that anytime a vehicle comes, they can then open and pour the distance. When it's happened that way, you see the refuse cannot blow out. So we're up to date. Nothing has been happening.
One thing is very clear. What they want the Bolgatanga Municipal Assembly, and for that matter government, to do is to see how they can properly manage this place, perhaps clear all the refuse that is already outside of the fence and on people's farms, and also to construct a fence, a wall fence actually, to replace the wire fence that is here, so that people don't get access to this dumping site, and that the refuse from here doesn't go back into the community. Albert Sorry, JoyNews, Sherigu.
Let's head